Good afternoon, everyone. It is, what is this, Tuesday, January 3rd, I believe. It's about 1 o'clock, I believe. I picked up today's shift. I'm normally off, but based on everything that I was feeling and experiencing, because the neural modulations, they have its days where it's just like, all right, I just can't muscle through this one, or I just can't, I can't, what's the words I'm looking for? Just manage my emotions or my energies through this one. I just gotta, kind of let it go. And that's always been something I realized always kind of just worked. It just works. And it's not to give the idea that you're just giving up or you're just quitting, so you're just like, oh, just let them go ahead and do what they're going to do. It's not even in that sense. It's more along the lines, like, when I say let go, it's like, okay, the pain is either going to come or go. The pain is either going to come or go. You're going to have some moments throughout the day where you're feeling really good, and you're going to have some moments where you're feeling really bad. But ultimately, you still have to make sure you know how to let go of ding. You have to let go of the flesh. Why do you let go of the flesh? Because the tools that they're using is to basically disrupt, manipulate, and destroy your very perception and your body's ability to interpret things that are happening in the world correctly. So it's like, I know I'm trying to do the best that I can to really understand some of this. Let me see. This is one of those small blocks. All right, let me come back to you. All right, so okay. What else? What I really wanted to get on here and talk about is, okay, I'm coming to terms with some things, and I don't know, like some of you who may be studying esoteric information or learning about the ether and learning about the tech and different things. I'm just gonna start out with this, right? Where would one come up with the idea? Where would one come up with the idea to actually create something that can resonate with not just the human body or just the electrical system, but someone came up with the idea to make something that's so invasive and yet so what's the words I'm looking for? It's like so invasive and yet nearly undetectable. I'm like, and it messes with your spiritual energy. It messes with your spiritual energy, and it messes with let me see. On this side, no, that's 2. 1 is probably over here. Come on, if you want J-Ropes, go ahead. All right. But all right. So what I'm really trying to get down to is, anyone ever thought of the idea that artificial intelligence is merely not just a tool, but it was a tool to actually, let's say, boost practices of mysticism. Josh again. So I'm like, what if artificial intelligence was mostly to boost the effects of like esoteric practices. I mean, literally, the idea of manipulating a person against their will, that's some occult shit. No regular people want to manipulate people against their will. You gotta be a part of an occult to really want something like that. And if you're not a part of an occult, you're a psychopath. So you're one of the two, if not both. All right, I'll be back. All right, so, psychopath, right? If you're not sure what the definition of a psychopath, just look it up. All right. Now, aside from that, let me see where I'm at. I need to start going east. This is going west. Let's see. Okay, so artificial intelligence and occultism. I have come to the development of a theory that artificial intelligence is basically used as like a medium of a sort to help occultists, those who actually have more malicious or malevolent intentions for the remaining population that isn't necessarily augmented and enhanced. I'll say enhanced is a much better word, because that's what most people are, is they're living their quote-unquote best life through these enhancements that this system is doing for them. And it's crazy because the only reason most people don't know, like those who actually don't know, the only reason they don't know is because they can't see or hear how they're doing it. But with the right equipment and the right sensitivity to your nerves, you'll be able to not only see but feel and hear when they're doing what they're doing. I posted as a text post on YouTube some responses or results that I had got back from ChatGPT about possible challenges or consequences, limitations, things of that sort when it comes to possibly being able to program occult practices into artificial intelligence. And it didn't deny it at all. It really didn't. You could go on my page and probably find the text post, but it didn't deny the idea that you can actually program artificial intelligence to be a Luciferian, or you can program artificial intelligence to deem any human being that is not a certain percentage of, let's say, of being connected to the cloud or being connected to other IoT devices or whatever the case may be. They can program all these things. And I'm like, it's literally in black and white, and it's not something that's too foreign. They've been trying to work on this thing for many, many years, decades, if you will, on basically how to see if they can create access to portals and then possibly create hosts so that whatever beings come through these portals, they can take possession of the host. The host can possibly be a human, or hell, nowadays it could possibly be a human, or they could probably put it in a robot. Anyway, I've been struggling with keeping my train of thought a lot more. I've been pinpointing a lot more on what exactly happens when you shine a powerful post light over, regions of the brain that, are responsible for, let's say, memory and concentration, even sexual arousal. I've even posted those results as well. And man, let me tell you, from my experience, I have learned that when they really think that they're gods and they believe that, all they got to do is just program the AI to basically strip you from all neural pleasures. That includes, if you like the particular food, they can program the system to make your nervous system no longer like that food. If you enjoy having sex, they could program you to possibly be not as, what's the words I'm looking for? To be not as efficient as you normally would be. They can also, they'll also, if they don't mess with you, they will manipulate the nervous system of the person you're with so that they don't necessarily gain no real satisfaction from what's being done. Hell, if anything, they might say it's too much irritation, so it feels very hot, it feels numb. And this is before you even really get into it. Like the slightest little touch, all of a sudden it's like, it doesn't feel right. But it's something that you're used to, that you normally do, and it normally works. But then for whatever reason, and they'll say, oh, maybe because you're not wooing her mind too much. But I'm like, do you know what neural modulation is? Neural modulation. This is the modulation of your neurons. It literally has, like when you're talking about neural modulation, we're literally talking about, it doesn't matter what you do externally. If someone is remotely modulating your neurons, how you send and receive information throughout your body, if your neurons are being modulated and you're basically not what's the words I'm looking for? If you're not aware of what it feels like, and especially if some of us who actually can hear the signals, some of us can actually hear the signals right inside the head, and it literally sounds like, it sounds like a something out of space transmission. It's like it's some weird computerized sound, and it's like, it doesn't go away at all, and it doesn't reduce. Like if my V2K actually reduced, that sound, it doesn't go away. It's just there, and it's just always there. It's separate from hearing like the heterodyne. Okay, did you see him? You saw how he just said wrong way? You see how he's on the complete other side? So how is he like still able and wanting to tell me you're going the wrong way? I'm like, you do realize you already have a path in a lane that you're in, and I'm not even in that lane. So why you gotta actually say you're going the wrong way? Don't you think I realize? So I'm like, it's people like them that like I never understand people like them. And I don't know why he's upset. What, because he wanted to go around somebody else? Slow your ass down then. You shouldn't be trying to rush anyway. Anyway, hold on, let me get back to you. I gotta figure out where I'm at. Yeah, I found myself going in circles because I forgot where I was supposed to be heading. Let me see. But yeah, so I'm coming to, and you know what? One of the reasons that gave me a really, really big hint that they have programmed artificial intelligence to basically operate as if it's, as if it has like some type of properties that is related to occultism, is I started listening to online the Kabbalion. Now, I don't know that much about the Kabbalion. Dang, I really came down this block too, and I went right past the address because I forgot what the address was. Where is it? 30. There we go. All right, hold on again. Yeah, so, you definitely can code. I mean, obviously today you could basically create a whole personality with AI. You could create a whole personality. Hell, even change a person's personality through electromagnetic stimulation or transcranial magnetic stimulation. There's so many different ways you can literally alter how a person thinks, lives, how they feel things. Man, what they're doing with this technology, it's nasty. Like it's really, really nasty. And I'm not talking about disgustingness. I'm talking about like they're literally voodoo dolling people like is not like back in the day where you have to go to like a someone who actually someone who actually studies this like this stuff. Wait, did I? Damn, I am not at the right. All right, hold on. All right, so that last one. Oh, that'd be annoying when it'd be like, it'll say apartment 1D. You like, oh, it's on the first floor. That's cool. Then when you get there, you see 1A, 2A, and you're like, wait, what? And you go upstairs, you see 2B, and you're like, oh, come on, it's a 4th floor walk up. And then the ones that be getting me, it's like, the first floor don't even be on the first floor. The first floor be like on the 2nd floor. So you gotta walk a flight of steps, and then then you gotta walk to the floor you gotta get to. It's like, just trying to suck all the energy out of me. But right, so this neuromodulation stuff is nasty. Like, so they're constantly telling me, oh, I'm a stupid nigga. That's a stupid nigga. That's a stupid nigga. That's their favorite thing to say. That's a stupid nigga. He has no idea. The streets are watching. Everybody knows. You're not supposed to know about technology. These are just some of the statements that I oftentimes hear them say. Oh, he got a big, I try not to curse once, but he got a big thing but don't know how to use it properly. And I'm like, all these different things, the more I listen to them and the more I just be patient and I'll wait for certain things, I always notice there's always, right before they actually say something, they transmitted something before they actually said something. Like the energy of a signal or something was sent just before they said whatever they said. Them saying whatever they're saying basically is just to heads up. Them saying what they're saying is literally just to reinforce the signal that they already sent. Now here's the thing I'm also acknowledging too, is that I'm listening to the Kabbalion, right? Because there are some aspects, some hermetic principles or whatever that I'm starting to notice in how they're conducting their gang stalking tortures, and how they're manipulating people and whatnot, and how they actually try to manipulate your perception to fit to fit what they want you to perceive. So I am still working on these things, but one thing I know, you better get yourself connected to the Most High on the highest vibration possible, because we're looking at history about to repeat itself. The way that they're moving and operating is very similar to several civilizations of the past that are no longer with us. And if there's some practices of these civilizations still around, they reduced it so that not so many people know. I have this theory too, that, okay, in this day and age, it's not going to be that many people that's going to be into mysticism, esotericism, what else? Spiritual stuff. It's not that many people that's really into that type of stuff. Let alone nowadays, it's not that many people really trying to understand who they are as a spiritual being anymore. So my theory, right? My theory is this. Imagine you can basically, okay, so when you think about mysticism and esoteric practices and whatnot, what are some of the like when you think about it, what are some of the main like goals of trying to like come into all this knowledge of all this great wisdom and power, and how to use the energies that's all around you? What are some of the main things that you would think that someone who goes into this stuff really want to achieve? One of those things is to control. People do not like knowing that they don't have control over something. Some people can't fathom that. They can't live with the idea that they can't control something. Even worse, they can't live with the idea that they may actually lose at something. So what do? They took these like principles, and they created this AI system that resonates with your unique I'm gonna call it your spiritual frequency, the one that identifies who you are. They resonated with it, so then they can just go ahead and take control of you in a way that you won't ever really notice. If entertainment isn't working enough, then what are they going to do? They're going to find some other way to keep you fully indulged in the matrix. And if entertainment don't work, and possibly sending somebody in your direction to to distract you from who you should be or who you truly are, then what they'll do is they'll go ahead and get more what's the words I'm looking for? They'll get more specific, more in-depth, more detailed. They'll begin to use more resources. Why? Because if you're not one of them and they can't control you, then think about it. If they can't control you, and you're not one of them, you are definitely someone that they do not want to know about energy in its truest forms and how you can control it. Why? Because you may possibly be the one who can set off a chain reaction of events and have influence over several people, and then cause these people to then be able to acknowledge that they too possess this power and this energy. Oh, and then what makes it even worse is understanding that the energy that they're using on our bodies, it's not unbeatable, it's not undetectable. You just are not focused enough. You're just not paying enough attention. You're just not what's the word I'm looking for? It's like there's a way to get all this stuff handled, but it's definitely going to take some time though. It's definitely going to take some time. I mean, I'm just now four going on 5 years into this thing, and I feel like I have come to a very, very great realization that I am actually a lot more far along in this than I even really think. I mean, for one, I'd continue to just say I give God all the praise, I give God all the glory. I'm not going to allow myself to feel any type of way because I'm not getting this that fast, or I'm not getting this in this time, or oh, this is still happening to me, and why. I'm like, I'm doing my best not to get caught up in the noise. I'm doing my best not to get caught up in the noise, because if I get caught up in the noise, then I'm going to miss all the different signs and all the different things that are going to be messaged and hinted to me from, let's just say entities from various parts of the universe that could be actually out there to help us. So I do my best not to get too sucked into how much something hurts. I do my best not to get sucked into, the V2K, always trying to say, oh, your girl is this, oh, your mother that, oh, you don't know how to do this. I try not to get sucked into the linguistics, the cymatics, the the auditory programming that they're doing. Why? Because I know they have to keep me suppressed. They have to keep you suppressed because you is something in your DNA. Is something in your DNA that I don't think all of the gang stalkers are aware of, but I think the ones who basically control, the ones who, hold on, let me just focus on this. I'll be back. It's strange because the more I listen to the volume, the more I'm starting to notice certain things, especially when you learn cybernetics, and you learn that, there's so much energy that's basically sent out into space when you use vowels. Your vowels have energy. And this is I'm telling you right now, in order for you to really, really understand what's going on with targeting and gang stalking and the secrecy of it, I'm going to tell you this right now. Most of these people, they're not really a part of the secret society. They are the synthetic. They are not out here studying real things. They're not studying this stuff. None of these people are actually really studying this stuff. So they're not actually a part of the secret society. Now you see how he honked his horn You saw that he could have just slowed the fuck down and waited for me to get past the bus, but instead he went on honk and tried to see if he could get past me to what? He honked at me just so he could get at the damn red light. And I'm like, that's fucking retarded. I can't stand some of these cab drivers out here. Some of these cab drivers out here, they be trying to beast past you just to rush to a red light. You know? But anyway, so yeah, all the things that you can learn in occults and mysticism, and you learn about the spirit and the universe and nature. You learn about, how energy at its most smallest, atom and everything. It all plays a role in manifestation and how you harness energy to be able to first think of things that you want to achieve or accomplish, and then you harness the energy to actually put in the physical work to bring them forth. Using your emotions to actually boost your thoughts, because I oftentimes believe that sometimes you get the most fruitful you get the most fruitful returns when you have the right type of emotional energy invested in whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, when you think about it, look at so many people who call themselves millionaires, or they're rich, or they're wealthy. How many of them are actually happy? It's not that many, because the moment that they stop doing what they're doing, or the moment that their money runs out, or there's a possibility that they may not be able to have access to their money, every bit of all those endorphins that they were feeling, that shit goes away quick. It goes away quick. Why? Because they have so much of their energy invested in materials that don't actually feed the soul. Making money is cool. But if you are depleting your soul just to make money, and then some people want to say, oh, but if you make money, you could buy happiness. My phone is dying, so I'm like, I know I left off with you could buy happiness, but I'm like, man, that's only temporary. I mean, look at all these people who are millionaires, and you would think that they got everything that they want. They got nice houses, nice apartments, or lofts, or nice cars. They got all the clothes. They wear like the real expensive perfumes and stuff. So it's like, myself, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all to see people living lavishly, because I know it's obtainable. So I don't let material stuff like that bother me, because I know it's obtainable. I'm not the type to like sit there and be looking at you have what you have and be like, yo, I should take that, or that he don't deserve that. I'm not the type to look at people like that, but yet they're attacking me and my character as if I am. They're always talking about, oh, he has no respect for women. But I'm like, I don't think there's I don't even think there's that many women that can actually say out of their mouth, and I'm not talking about in no secret, I'm saying if there are actually women out there who actually feel like I've disrespected them, they sure haven't really told me. And I'm not no violent person. I'm not even a confrontational person. So if somebody were to tell me something like oh, I disrespected them, more times than likely, I'm the first to apologize. Because that's not my MO to be messing with somebody's peace, right? But here they are. They want me to feel some type of way because I didn't become a police officer because they told me to. And I done already experienced several NYPD officers not necessarily harass me, But as I walk past them, I hear them actually mention the words secret society. And then they also say things along the lines like, you know, he was supposed to be one of us or something like, you know. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why? What? Like, the social engineering aspect, it's like, it's not like I don't contribute to society. It's not like I don't contribute to society. I'm not out here trying to live off the system. I'm not out here trying to, I had to make some space in my phone. But like I was saying, it's like, I'm not out here like trying to live off of other people. I work for mine. And if I borrow from anyone, I'd always try to pay it back as soon as I get the money. You know, so they're attacking my character, but my character is solid though. They're attacking my character, but my character is solid. The problem is my character does not line up with occultism. People with my character, we don't engage in occultism. We don't engage in that type of stuff. Why? Because we already realize we possess everything that we need in life. Everything that we need, we already have it. You know, you only really get into that type of stuff because you're not satisfied. There's something about life you just haven't figured out yet. You know, so you feel like you need the power and control of everything. You don't need to control everything, and you don't need to control people. People need to control themselves, and that's the problem. You know, just like those two women, I was like standing there, and I'm pretty sure they wasn't listening. And then at one point they might have heard when I was talking about people. It's stuff like that. Like, I can't control if they somehow got upset by something that they heard me say. I can't control that. But it also doesn't make sense if you listen to what I just said. It doesn't make sense for anyone to actually make themselves get upset because they want to listen in on some shit, or they happen to overhear something that they allowed to bother them. We are gates. We're gatekeepers, all right? We are gatekeepers. We are creators. Everything in this world is all in the power of our hands, our minds, and our energies that permeate from our body, or radiates from our body. We just need to actually understand that the world is clearly divided, and it goes deeper than most topics and subjects that we all often talk about when it comes to sociology. But we're talking about energy. We're talking about two different types of beings that are living in this world based on specific frequencies, energies, enhancements, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I suggest people start learning about the connection between occultism and artificial intelligence, because they are some really, really strong what's the words I'm looking for? Things that make everything make sense. Alright, anyway. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.